been able to see any of the fan parodies that have been around on YouTube?
No,
You don't see any fan parodies?
I've not seen one.
Oh my God, Susan, you have got to try the internet out. You're gonna really like it. I loved it all. I love all of that stuff. I love it. I think it's hilarious. I think it's fantastic. Toby and I one time got to do a fan fiction night.
Well,
I actually cosplayed for the first time with a tuxedo mask. It was pretty cool. And yeah, there's this guy in Canada called Adam Warden. He does these fan fiction series, and he culminates scripts from the internet. And the thing that we were involved in, it was basically Tuxedo Mask was the Bachelor, and the Sailor Scouts were the Bachelorettes. And it was definitely not for children. I'll just say that. But it was super fun, and it was really neat to do like a live reading on stage. And yeah, it was very, very interesting.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I was just wondering if you remember, like, what's your favorite line from the show?
You're hired.
Mine was definitely, oh, I think I drank too much juice.
I don't have a specific favorite line, but I did love every time that Ray and Chad were together. I felt like there was a little bit of comic relief and you know, because Ray's so serious all the time, and then he would come in and he's just a total goofball and lighten things up. So I loved all my Chad scenes. It's fun.
I think I've already said one of my favorite lines, but I'll say it again, because you kind of remind me of my old boyfriend. That's the first one. And the other one is, this thing is rigged! In the arcade, right. Jupiter Comes Thundering In, available at your corner store. That's also my favorite episode. Gee, I wonder why.
Thank you.
This next question is going to be our last question because we are unfortunately out of time.
no, one more.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. It's my job.
Hi, how are you? My name is Nazareth. You said before that you didn't know anything about the show when you started doing it. Now that you have the comics and the internet, will you do it again? And will you like it more than when you liked it the first time?
Would we revoice the whole thing?
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
But now that you know there's more information and you can actually know,
Oh, yeah.
some stuff about the characters.
Well, for me personally, Sailor Mars was my very first series. So this was brand new, especially for voice work. So I would go back. Sometimes I see some of the stuff that I did early, Ray, and I'm like, oh, Katie, you can do better. So I feel like it would be probably a different show.
Well, knowing the storyline, and that's the other thing, like, for me, I had a lot of lines, because I was but there would be episodes where, your character might have 4 lines. You might see the character the whole time through it, but they literally had 4 lines in the show.
Right.
And so you would say your one word, and then they'd say, okay, good, fast forward to, and it would be like 20 minutes later, and now you're saying another sentence, and you'd have no idea what
Welcome
happened
to my life.
Yeah, so it was hard to follow, you couldn't follow the story, so now to have scripts and to read it and go, oh, that would be kind of nice.
And the thing is that it's so easy to not only just get a hold of the manga, but also you can download. Well, if you're in America, you can look at the reboot. You can look at Crystal Moon. You can look at the original English dub, and you can it would take about a week or 2 to really absorb all the different information, so it would be quite different. On the other hand, one of the greatest directors of all time, Alfred Hitchcock, he didn't like the idea of actors thinking too much. He liked the idea that he was in total control. And there's a famous scene in, I think it's Rear Window, and whoever the actress is, and I totally blanked on, Grace Kelly. And he doesn't say, look, I want you to go to the window, look out the window, and there's a body at the bottom of the window and on the pavement, and register on your brain how this makes you feel. He doesn't tell her any of that. All he says to her is, in this scene, you're going to walk to the window, you're going to look out the window, and then you're going to turn around and walk to the phone. That's it. And she goes, what's my motive? Never mind. Nothing. And it's one of the most chilling scenes in the film because she's completely expressionless when she looks out the window and sees the dead body, right? So it's like the director knew what he was doing and the actor was just the puppet. So sometimes I think that might have been really interesting that we didn't know what was going on because everything was, we reacted immediately. And that's what acting is. It's reacting. Ooh, right at source.
I don't
Not
know
too
about
much
you,
thinking.
Susan, but I just really prefer the original of our show.
Oh, you wouldn't change your name?
No.
Yeah, I think it holds up. I agree.
It's true, it does.
You're probably my favorite.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. Okay, your check's in the mail. No, I had to say that. I'm cheap. That's terrible. Thank you so much. You're a doll.
And like we said earlier, you guys, the reason that we do these things is for you guys. Like, just so we can meet all you guys. Because you've known us for, we've both known each other for a very, very, very long time. We just never got to meet each other. We might have been there for you back in the day, but you guys were there for us, 100%, as we were starting our careers and stuff. And we love you for it. We love it. So, by all means, come by and see us. We're signing autographs and stuff like this. Just come over and say hi. We'd love to meet everybody. And give hugs.